largely unchanged. Some slight touches here and there. This place super fast right off the top of the Périgueux, and belts across here with hardly a touch of the brakes, and then as soon as the tree line starts, goes straight down. Think of Leogang straight into Val di Sole. Huge time to be made in both halves of the track before it finishes right in the town of Loudenvielle on the edge of the lake.
This top split is pretty flat. There's not as much opportunity to gain or lose time. Most riders are going to be in a similar time frame, but when it starts to get steep, that's where there's the opportunity for the time to go away if you're on the brakes too much.
And here comes Camille Balanch for Yeti Fox Factory. We rejoin her run live on those full mud tires, and she's 3.4 seconds faster, so they're obviously working for her, Nico.
Yeah, she made it work through the top section, greened every split, and then she's extended. So this, when it gets steep, those mud tires are going to excel. They're going to give her more grip. She can brake later.
Balanch looking really, really good here. He's going to go fastest in Loudenvielle for the time being. The Swiss star crosses the line, goes 3.6 seconds faster than Gloria Scarzi. Hall, she won here in 2023, second last year. That was her last win in France, actually. The UCI Downhill World Champion. How do you rate her chances today?
I think it's going to be a tough race for her. A lot of the other girls have raised their game this year. Valley obviously looks like she's the fastest, but the other girls are hungry and want a piece of it.
It feels like the gap is closed. Look at this, though. 6.4 seconds at the third split for Valentina Hall. Just as I said, the gap is closed. Valentina Hall has found a 6.4 second margin ahead of the current leader, Camille Balanch. Anna Newkirk is second for the time being. Phoebe Gales in third. But here we go. Valentina Hall neatly does it, 177 beats per minute on the Woot Live. Zone 4, she's got more in the tank yet, 6.5 now, she's found another 10. Valentina Hall heads down towards the line. Is this going to be her first winning time of the year? Hall crosses the line, goes 6.4 seconds faster than Camille Balanch. First of two races at home in France. 8 wins to her name so far. One in France in Léger in 2023 on that Canyon Collective squad. 5 to go after this. Hoffman, Bowman, Hemstreet, Seagrave, Miriam Nicole, so good in Loudenvielle Périgueux. What can she do today? Oh, big crash for Cabirou. Just set the bike down into that rut and got spat off the side of the track. Look how far she's traveled, Nico.
Yeah, that wasn't great, but it looks like she rolled out of it, at least. We're hoping that she's okay.
Yeah, she's up. She's standing up, which is great to see, but huge, huge impact. So much energy going into that rut. And so we are being told Marine Cabirou is up and walking on her feet, so hopefully all is well with her. Great to hear. She's actually back on the bike, I've just been told in my ear, so fair play to her. It's more than I'd be up to.
She can open up a little gap or be in touch to Valley. That's what she needs to do through this top section.
There is Cabirou just making her way down now in front of the French fans. They'll be happy to see that as well. But Hoffman with that trademark sort of, almost sort of alpine skier sort of way she attacks. Stays quite upright, but leans the bike right over, doesn't she?
She does. She kind of points her knees out a bit, steers with the knees.
Yeah,
missed a pole there.
She's just gone inside a pole.
Look how windy it is. It's got to be difficult to be precise off that wall jump. She might have gotten blown off the line she wanted.
Yeah, and these are the rules of downhill. You got to re-enter the track via the point that you left it, and that is going to be all she wrote for Hoffman for this run.
So she either could take the time penalty of pushing back up around it or a DNF, and I think the DNF's going to give her more points. The pushing up's going to give her more points than the DNF.
We should talk about this. 10 rounds this season, the most ever in a UCI Downhill World Cup Series, and it changes the complexion slightly, doesn't it? Because there's more points on offer to be grabbed across the year. Where she left it, this one, not one for the personal highlight reel, but Hoffman, always a big smile, always positive.
Give it up for Nina Hoffman, everybody.
Shakes her head.
Yeah, big mistake for her.
There we go, she said. She just got blown. Lisa Bowman on course then along this top sector. Hard to see which way the wind is blowing at the top, but 47 kilometers an hour through there. 51 now, so back end getting a little kick on the way through there. There's that rut, Nico. Looks like it's holding for the time being.
Yeah, the rider said it kind of pushed into the harder dirt on the exit of the turn, so it seems like it might hold for the race.
Just saw one of the marshals there sat on top of one of the course markers at the side of the track, one of the taller ones, so maybe the wind is just getting really up at the top of it. Let's have a look. 3 seconds back for Bowman so far, and 3 to go after Bowman then. Hemstreet, Seagrave and Nicole still at the top.
You can see she's maintained really nicely to Valley after the top section. It just looked like she was battling the wind in that right out of the start gate.
Yeah, the reigning European Continental Champion. That's a huge crash for Lisa Bowman though. Just got twisted up and spat off the bike. Max Commensal, Cedric Ravenel watching on. What happened there? Yep, there she is, Lisa Bowman, incredibly back on the bike after that. Can their resident Canadian get them another one? Gracie Hemstreet leaves the start hut here in Loudenvielle, Peyragueux. Conditions out on course as fast as they've been all week, but it's brutal out there. Wind up top, moving around. And the track just getting eaten alive, full of bumps, holes. Let's see what sort of speed Hemstreet can max things out on that big Norco prototype app through here.
Yeah, you can see she's working really hard, pumping the bike a lot, and that's definitely one of her strengths. She puts down some really good times in these top sections, so yeah, definitely one to watch out for.
Nico, she had a bit of a faltering start to last season. She had an injury, as we see Lisa Bowman thankfully down across the line in one piece. Valley Hole is, the whole hot seat are off to come over and make sure she's all right, but
it's a real technical jump too. It's not just a big one like she's normally good at. It's out of a rut, blown out turn, and quite an awkward pull over another trail.
So there's your top 5 so far. Valley Hole leads by a towering 6.4 seconds. After her, Balanch, Newkirk, Gale, Scarsy, your top 5. look at the wind on the umbrella now at the top. Seagrave getting ready to have her mechanic Owen swallowed up by his own umbrella. 2.4 seconds back. Hemstreet currently. What's the third split going to tell us on this run for the Norco Racing Division rider? It's looked good so far through the split to Hemstreet for me. 1.2, so she's halved it through there, Nico.
Really impressive. And above the hole too. That was,
yeah,
I don't know if that was planned, but it looked really good.
That hole looks huge, Hattie, now from where we're sitting.
Oh, it caught a few people out yesterday, and you can definitely get swallowed up in it. The arms can disappear as well.
So this is Gracie Hemstreet attacking that time of Valentina Hall now. Really neatly through that apex marker. She's 1 second faster than Hall currently. Gracie Hemstreet has found a load of time here in the woods, and is she heading for the hot seat in Loudenvielle, Peyragueux?
Look at how fast she came through that last section.
Gracie Hemstreet absolutely motoring here in France. One more turn to go. Blows it apart. Gracie Hemstreet crosses a line and goes 3.1 seconds faster than Valentina Hall.
You could see the bike was going everywhere. She was doing a great job of just going with the flow. It looked amazing.
Nico, that's one of, if not the run of that young woman's career so far. She clawed back so much time on that.
Well, she was 3 seconds back and came in 3 seconds ahead, so she was 6 seconds faster than Valley from split 2 to the finish.
Look at Kathy Sessler and Greg Menard's reaction. Tanni Seagrave as well. It's a big if, given what faces are up here with the wind in this track in Loudenvielle, Peyragueux. If she gets a win today, she'll draw level on wins with no one other than Missy Giove.
That's very impressive. Missy was a force to be reckoned with in her day.
Missy still is a force to be reckoned with, let me tell you. Tanni Seagrave, though, up top. Hattie, what are you seeing so far? What are you thinking?
It looked like she got a little bit hung up in that corner coming into the straight, but obviously hasn't done anything. 2.2
seconds at split 1. Where's Tanni Seagrave found that much time? I wonder, has the wind maybe just dropped again?
Could be changing all the time, you never know, but doing a great job of squashing everything, and she's working the bike so hard. Yeah, it's going to pay off.
Looking at those advertising boardings alongside the track, it's not dropped at all, so Seagrave is just on another tear here.
Yeah, if you can gain time in the top section, I mean, time's time. Wherever you can make it, take it.
in that green jersey of the overall points leader. Just looked like she got set down wide slightly there. Doesn't get that gap done the way Hemstreet did, but from here on, Hemstreet was absolutely stellar. Let's see. Yep, 1/10 of a second back at the second split now, Tanni Crave. Oh, just got pushed wide there, Hattie. Looked like she may have lost some time.
It didn't look as good as Gracie got it, that's for sure. But, I mean, she's doing great with it still, hanging on. But
let's see. Nico, it's not looked quite as aggressive as Hemstreet through here to my eyes.
Not through this section, but she made up time at the top, so if she can maintain that through here.
Sector times. So she's 5 seconds back. 5 seconds back on that time of Hemstreet. Hemstreet was stellar through sector 3.
It seems like she's just getting hung up in a few places, and then if you don't link the track together well, the time just keeps disappearing on you.
The time's going away, but if she can make a good run out of one of her bad days, that's going to be a championship performance when she looks back.
I mean, you can't complain if this is a bad day.
Exactly, yeah. 10 rides to play for in 2025. Seagrave across the line, third place, 8.9 seconds back. Gracie Hemstreet looked like she was ready to get up there, but nah, you can have a set for at least one more rider, Gracie.
She's definitely going to go for it. She has the new electronic suspension from SRAM, so that's going to help her through this section, stiffen the bike up so she can pump these backsides, get the most drive out of it, and then also be stiffer for the pedaling.
Another woman on 10, UCI Downhill World Cup wins. Another one would draw her then level with Missy Jovi. RockShox flight attendant, locking on and off in order for her to carry speed, but it's going to be wide open up here. 1.8 seconds faster up top. It's all pom-pom up top here in Loudenvielle, Périgueux.
She's going to need all she can get out of this top section to match Gracie, because Gracie really crushed it as soon as she passed the second split.
Is she going to stop Gracie Hemstreet becoming the first Canadian woman to win a UCI Downhill World Cup? The crowd going absolutely crazy, and Nicole down and out here in Loudenvielle, Périgueux. Max Commensal cannot believe it, nor can Gracie Hemstreet. Nicole, surrounded by her fans, pushes back up the track to rejoin where she left it. Bitter disappointment. Miriam Nicole cannot make it 2 in a row on her way through.
So the French fans are loud and proud for their riders.
It's only going to go up and up and up the volume levels here. I can tell you that Lisa Bowman has just left the finish arena on her feet, walking with a medic, so that's good to see as well. But Miriam Nicole, it is not going to be her day today. She's fit, she's healthy, she's all right. She's only got a couple of days to wait before she gets to do it again.
A page of the history books written here today.
Tanni Crave is there to commiserate with her sparring partner and good friend. Camille Balanch is down there as well. Balanch will end today 4th for Yeti Fox.
I don't really know, I'm shaking, but yeah, I actually can't believe it. This has been a dream come true forever, so yeah, and it's finally happened, so woo!
Gracie Hemstreet takes the win from Valentina Hall. Tanni Crave is 3rd, Camille Balanch 4th, Anna Newkirk 5th place. Happy with that?
I think she'll be happy with that, but she'll see that she could have been 3rd with less than a second faster, so that might be a stinger.
Gracie Hemstreet is Canada's first ever UCI Downhill World Cup in Elite Women.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Gracie Hemstreet wins a UCI Downhill World Cup round 2 of 2025. Going to the Norco Race Division Star. The downhill overall standings look like in the elite women's category. Tanni Crave holds on to lead by 116 points from Valentina Hall. Gracie Hemstreet up into 3rd now. Anna Newkirk in 4th. And Camille Balanch in 5th.